is the first female, amen, the first female to pastor Allen Chapel in the city of Kalamazoo.
Take your time.
Amen. The occasion, celebrating a prophetic and historic man of God. Today, we are gathered together here in this historic Howard Chenery Auditorium to commemorate the life, legacy, and sacrifices of a pastor, a prophet, and a leader for social justice, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Joining with us are at least two individuals who had the pleasure to walk, talk, interact, sup with, and march with. They are the Dr. Charles Warfield and Dr. Margaret Warfield, community leaders, educators, and social justice. Would you please stand as we acknowledge them?
It's done.
On December 18, 1963, Dr. King addressed administrators, faculty, and students at Western Michigan on the conscience of America as a continued dialogue about racial prejudice and race relations. In 1964, St. Louis, Missouri, Dr. King spoke these words: "We must learn to live together as brothers and sisters or perish as fools." 50 years later, we are still working towards a common goal, learning to live together as brothers and sisters. The good news is that we have moved forward. Signs of us working together for a common goal are evident because today at 11:55, President Barack Hussein Obama was sworn in for the second time as the President of the United States. Your presence is a strong indication of your commitment for change in a community and nation. Your presence of community, family, administrator, legislator, and youth says, we accept the challenge that the burden is on our shoulders to plant the seeds in the hearts of our future. We must continue to remind our youth and our children, and I quote, the three dimensions of a complete life. The first dimension is self-acceptance and development of one, personal resources, and doing life's work so well living that the dead or the unborn couldn't do it any better. The second service to mankind is learning that there is nothing greater than doing something for others. And the third, King says, was the quest for divine. For we were made for God, and we will be restless until we find rest in Him. I submit that's not enough to gather once a year and celebrate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King's life and legacy. It is a time for us to pick up the mantle, wrap his cloak around our shoulders, and walk in his shoes daily. We must plant, fertilize, cultivate the seeds. Who are our children and our youth? And in order to keep the dream and hope alive, they are our future. Dr. King showed us that we can do this without violence and war. We can do this because of the love we have for one another. Let our love be agape love. Agape love is a creative and redemptive good will towards all men. When we rise to that level, when we will love every man, man may grin in our face and stab us in the back. He may lie on us or cheat on us, but I'm going to love you anyhow. Agape love carries us through the transition. Like King, I believe that one day mankind will bow down before the altars of God and be crowned triumphant over war and bloodshed and nonviolent, redemptive goodwill, and will proclaim the rule of the land. I believe that these actions and the belief within us to hold the promise of our future, when this celebration is over, let us resolve to pick up the mantle that the dreamer placed at our feet 50 years ago and to see the dream, to keep the dream alive. Amen.
Amen.